Hello, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Happy Hour. Here we are again with the messages of this week and giving you a little refresher for your spirituality to make sure you're in a high vibe all the time. So, welcome. I'm Kirsta Brenner, and this is my channel with Beach Balance Life, a lifestyle of conscious communication. And on my channel, I do a variety of things, but it is definitely starting to take on its own direction. And I'm currently conducting interviews along with Spiritual Happy Hour. I'm doing interviews with anyone who's into holistic healing, anything that's dealing with spirituality, psychic, anything, and oracle cards, you name it. If you are interested and you'd like to share your knowledge and come on a show and be with me and be my guest, please message me. I would love to have you. It would be really fantastic. On Tuesday of this week, I already had a wonderful, wonderful interview, show, podcast, whatever you want to call it, with a beautiful guest named Haley Tanner. And we talked about the nervous system and regulating the nervous system and how it ties into your intuition and tuning into your body. So if you haven't seen the show, I highly recommend go watching that show. It's somewhere on my channel. You can find it. It's under the Real Talk sessions. And it is just, it's wonderful. We had such a fun time. And in addition, a few weeks before that, I had also had David Hauser, an author, an astrologer, a mystic, and we discussed what it means to be human and being humane while being human. And so bringing yourselves back down out of the woo-woo, everything that's going on nowadays, and tuning back into your body. So we're coming back, and if you're starting to see, there's some synergies of spirituality coming back into your body and paying attention to what it is in your gut, which is all tied together with your subconscious and your conscious mind. So let me know if you would like to be on the channel. Anyway, I would like to also thank all of the new subscribers that are coming on board. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you a part of the community. It's really great to see fresh faces, people that are starting to gravitate towards the channel and participate. It's really wonderful, and thank you so much. Of course, I also want to thank my subscribers that I've had for many, many years, my OG, the old gangstas in the house. And I am so happy to see everyone still hanging around, giving feedback. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. This channel is really becoming a very special place in my heart. Also, I do offer intuitive readings, and I have a variety of price ranges for anybody. And you can click the link, and there are live sessions with me over a Zoom call. And we go into some really cool topics. And if you haven't had a reading with me yet, you are in for a treat. And if you know anybody that has had a reading with me, I'm sure they will tell you they keep coming back because they're so in sync with the messages and reminding me, hey, remember you said this? And I'm like, no, I don't. And so it's interesting. Actually, one of my moderators, he comes back, and I've been doing readings for him since 2020. And so if he comes in the chat tonight, his name is Bill Bernacki, team up with him, he'll tell you. So anyway, if there is a topic that you would like to see at Spiritual Happy Hour, and we also go through intuitive readings for the collective and then through all the zodiac signs, just to give you a refresh and something tasty to focus on as you move through your week. So just drop a comment below and let me know. I was thinking about some of the things I wanted to talk about tonight before we get into the readings. And I wanted to talk about authenticity and how being authentic in the energy we are in right now. We are really at the midpoint of the year, and it is really important to pay attention on where you have been the last 6 months and where you want to want to end the next 6 months, the end of the year? Where do you want to be? And really just sitting with yourself and understanding, okay, what no longer serves me that I don't want to take into the second half of the year. We have some major transits going on right now. We have Uranus that just went into Gemini, and if you can see where that is in your chart, you're going to know where it's hitting you. Also, I do mini astrology readings, and so if you would like some overview with your natal birth chart, let me know. I don't have that in my link in the bio, but I can add it very easily. And then we have the nodes changing. We have Jupiter going into Leo, which I'm super stoked because I'm a Leo rising. So it's coming into my first house and it's going to be massive expansion. So I'm really happy to have everyone here with me on this journey, because I think when I look back a year from now at this channel, it's going to really surprise me and everybody else. And so I really am happy that everyone's here, part of the journey. And that's why I want to do interviews, because I want to spread as much healing as possible, which is dropping into my authenticity. That's what I want to do. I love to help people. And in addition, recognizing as you're going into the second part of the year, I would recommend having a goal for every month of what you want to accomplish and keeping yourself on track and on pace to get to that, whether it's self-love, confidence, nervous system healing, understanding the avoidant, anxious attachment styles in relationships and dating, anything like that. Feel free to reach out, and I can help you with that. And if anything, I just hope that if every show that I have, it just helps one person, that just makes me happy. So let me know how you're feeling in the chat, and if you're here. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Nice to see you. It's been so long. I hope that all is well with you, and the travels I had went great. It was a lot of fun, a lot busier than I thought it was going to be. And I thought I was going to be able to go live while I was on the road, but that didn't happen. So I had to tune back into myself and recognize I need to focus on me to get through the travels that I was dealing with. Hi, Zeke. How are you? So great to see you. The show that we had on Tuesday with Haley and I, talking about nervous system regulation and intuition, Zeke came on and he was a huge supporter. He has some really great book recommendations. I meant to write those down, but they're in the chat when you watch the show with the Nervous System is Talking to You show on the channel. And so, it's been really great. So, it was, how is everyone doing? Amazing. For Spiritual Happy Hour, I typically have a drink with me. Tonight, I'm drinking lemon water because I am parched. And so let me know what you're drinking in the chat, whether it's tea, a cocktail, a cold bevy, no judgments here. But yeah. Yes, The Tree of Enlightenment. I have not looked at that book, but I'm going to look into that. So thank you. Taking notes. Okay. Yes. Hey, hydration is key, right? So I'll go ahead and start with a collective reading, and then what I like to do is pick from my Freestyle Love Supreme Improv Cup of the signs, and we go through all the signs, and then we do a final at the end. So I love lavender tea. I actually have some with goji berry, and it's pretty intense. I was surprised on how flavorful it was, but it's really good. So that's awesome. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with the collective. So I always like to start tonight. I'm feeling like with the Beach Balance Life Ocean Goddess deck, aka the OG deck, a deck that I created based on the ocean, obviously, surfing, sailing, and scuba diving, my passions, and also snorkeling. So, the 4 S's. All right, so let's see what the collective needs to know right now for spiritual happy hour to get you through whenever you're hearing these messages. These are timeless, even though I do these every week, they're timeless. So autopilot is coming out. So this is where set it, forget it. Put your intention out to the universe and let it go. Don't even think about how you're going to get there, because when you're in autopilot, it's like cruise control, right? You're literally not even putting your foot on the gas, concentrating. You're concentrating more on the end goal of getting to your destination rather than how you're getting to your destination. Okay. So I think this is a really key thing that it's perfect for living your authenticity, being authentic, not worrying about the riffraff and the distractions that are coming around you, but more so focusing in on, okay, here are my intentions. They're pure and honest, and they will be carried out into the universe and come back to me tenfold. All right. So in addition to that, I have the Psychic Tarot card. Ooh, I love it. Patience and planning. So that's interesting how it goes hand in hand with autopilot. Patience and planning, like I said, put a goal for the next 6 months, every month of what you want to accomplish. So when you turn around in December, you can look back and say, I accomplished this, this, and this, because time is speeding up. I don't know if people have noticed, but the earth is spinning faster on its rotation. So it literally is speeding up, and it's going by in a blink of an eye. I mean, I can't believe 4th of July, here in America is just 2 weeks away. So get your planning together, all right? Don't mess it up. And then for the Beach Balance Life True Romance deck, which is all based around love. So let's see what the collective needs to know about their love life in all directions of time and space and authenticity. Let's run away together. So time to plan a little trip, something exciting, something that's going to bring you together, close the gap, bring more intimacy and love and connection, and really, putting in the time and effort. This can go hand in hand with the patience and planning, and also going on autopilot, not going on autopilot in your relationship, but putting the action in, or putting the intention of this is where I want it to go, and communicating that. And then in the meantime, executing the plan, right? So I think that's amazing. Yes, the months are flying by. I can't believe it. And the thing about being authentic is when you're authentic, that's when the doors are going to fly open for you. And that's the whole title of the show. And when you're authentic, it is just like the path just clears. So, all right. So first we're going to start with Cancers. Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising. What is going on, my little crabbies? Crabbies in the house. All right. So let's see what the crabs need to know right now. We still have Jupiter in the sign of Cancer for everyone. So the last degrees and going into Leo. So wherever it is in your chart, you could be feeling expansive on the emotions or recoiled on the emotions too. So anyway, your message, Cancer, is Shooting Star. So this is the star card in the traditional tarot. And this is basically saying you are the brightest shining star. So let your light shine. You cannot put a blanket on the sun, right? That's if someone's trying to hold you back or something is trying to keep you down energetically, you have to shine your light and let it just expand outward. And again, this is why I want to do more interviews with people on my channel, because I want to expand this light as far as we can go. As an energetic light healer, that's what I want to do. And in addition, it's also saying from the universe, you're on the right path, and maybe you're getting like a little bit of tingles every so often when you're starting to think, oh, maybe I should do that. You're starting to get the chills. That's the universe saying you're on the right path. Follow it, keep going, trust the universe, okay? You do actually, so here's the thing about astrology charts, even though your house is empty, it doesn't mean that you don't have it, right? There's 12 houses and all the planets land in the houses. But if you don't have any planets in your house of Cancer, it just means that there isn't anything significant there for you to pay attention to, right? It could be, there's a lot of thought processes on this. I believe it's something that you've mastered in the past life. So in that particular house, so it's just not highlighted to have any kind of aspects with the planets in the rest of your chart. So in addition, we have moving on. So yes, moving on from the things that are dimming your light, making sure that you're standing there with authenticity and saying, okay, you know what? This dark shadow that's been holding me down, that's making me feel that, can I live without this situation, is saying, you can no longer play in this energy. You've got to move on. This energy, the astrology of 2026 is insane and intense. And I will be going into more detail in the shows now that I'm back settled from traveling and this and that. And so we will have more talks on that. And yeah, it's all about authenticity. You have to step into it. You will be forced. The universe is going to force you, Cancers, to step into your authenticity. Okay. All right. So for love, for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, or risings, let's see what's going on for you. Ooh, okay. There's a trigger. So yes, something that is triggering you to move forward, and also could be triggering you to make you annoyed, where if you're being annoyed, that's the universe saying this is no longer serving you. Something isn't helping you move forward. Okay. So there is something going on. I won't leave you like that, Cancer. I'll give you one more love card. It says there's an explanation coming in. So maybe you're being encouraged to have communication, which I love communication and I love teaching communication, conscious communication. And so maybe it's time to have a conversation, or someone's going to have a conversation with you and you're getting that spidey sense that it's going to happen. Yes. Yes. Lavender tea is awesome. All right, let's see who's next. All right. Okay. Leo. Let me know if there's any Leos in the house. And if you're watching this after the live, that doesn't matter. Drop a comment below. I want to know how many Leos are coming on here. I want to know every sign that's coming on here. So, all right, Leos, Sun, Moon, or rising. Let's see what your messages are for this week. Buoyant. So learning to trust the universe and go downstream. Don't try to swim upstream and be a salmon, okay? Just be a little cork and bounce on down the stream, because that is how you're going to be letting go of resistance and letting the universe take you where you need to go. And just saying yes. Like, there's been so many things that have happened in my life recently where I just say yes, and more doors are opening. It's awesome. It's like, when you're going upstream and you're being resistant, that's driven by fear, because you feel like you need to get somewhere. By being relaxed and in the flow, that is telling the universe, open more doors for me. All right, Leo, what else do you need to know? Okay. Ooh, victory and success. So yes, as long as you stay in that peaceful downstream kind of vibe and just chilling and relaxing in the lazy river, this is where the success is going to open up for you. And it's going to take you on the edge where you're going to resist with the leap of faith. But you have to take the leap of faith, whatever it is this week, Leo, okay? Let's see what's going on in your love life from the True Romance deck. So there's also a trigger here with you. Interesting. It would be funny if I pulled this card for every single sign, but I don't think I will. But yeah, so there's something that's triggering you to move into a success and asking you to take the leap of faith, and you need to just say yes to the dress, okay? That's for my Leos. All right. Let's see who's next. And then also, everyone who's in the chat, I'll pull a card for you at the very end. And if you have any questions at the end, I'm happy to do a Q&A on anything. So now we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or rising. Hey, Sagittarius. Let's see. I'm writing down the timestamps, so then when you come back, you can come back and look at the actual readings for your Sun, Moon, rising, Venus, Mercury, whatever it is, and that's going to help focus in the energies into your own personal chart. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you. All right, party wave. Oh, this is great. A party wave is literally when you're surfing and you have 2 or 3 friends, maybe even more, and you all catch the same wave and you're having so much fun. It's like hang 10, right? Like party on, Wayne, Garth. It's awesome. So it's time to sync up with the same energies that are taking you in the same direction. The energies that are not wanting to be a part of your party wave, you need to just leave them behind because it's not going to serve you, okay? And that's protecting your energy too. And with conversations, don't have diarrhea of the mouth this week, Sagittarius, okay? That's all I have to say about that. Okay, so there's also some movement, choices, and decisions coming in. So this is going to help you stay focused by understanding who do you want on your party wave, who do you want in your bunker, okay? So being cautious on where you're putting your chakra energy, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the root chakra, and so really just honing in on that, because you need to make sure your chakras are aligned in order to help you make these decisions, okay? So let's see what's going on in your love life. Oh, we got a Leo in the house. Leo rising, right? Wait, you said you're a Leo rising on Tuesday, right? Or you Leo sun? But whatever it is, you need to pick up the pace. You can't sit here in this energy Sagittarius. I don't know what to do. Oh, I can't make a decision. You've got to make a decision. You've got to move forward. You got to put the pedal to the metal, pick up the pace. Don't sit there like if you were a Leo rising, which you're, having Cancer in your 12th house and not making any moves. You have to make moves no matter what you do. So I think that also Sagittarius should go look and see what planets are in their house of Cancer to see what this means, because I feel like there's a double message here, and go back and listen to the Cancer reading. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So next we're going to move on to Aries. Aries, sun, moon, or rising. What's going on? My fellow Aries in the house. Aries are just like so awesome. Every sign's awesome, obviously, but Tammy knows. Okay, so Aries, what do Aries need to know for this week? Let's see. All right. Ooh, Mana. So the Hawaiian spiritual tone, like tuning in and bringing in that vibe of that Hawaiian, beautiful, sacred energy, and holding sacred space for yourself and others around you, and honoring, like bowing when you're doing yoga. The soul, or the soul in me bows to the soul in you, and honors the soul in you, and honoring that our ancestors, other people, we're all connected, and every single timeline is combined, right? We just are living in this timeline right now. So Aries, really get into a little bit more spirituality this week. Talk to your ancestors. They want to talk to you, and they'd be happy to hear from you. Yeah. All right. So in addition, we have moving on. So there's something that you need to be moving on to move things forward, right? You can't stay stagnant. It's like a yoga pose. If you were trying to be perfect in yoga, letting go of perfection, because if you're trying to be perfect in yoga and you're doing a micro adjustment, you're always going to sway and kind of like, micro adjustments. And so this is letting go of the idea of perfection and tuning back into your beautiful soul, living a human experience, and letting go of the things that are maybe holding you down mentally, that could maybe tune down and tone down. I don't know, I'm getting both of those. Your confidence. All right. So for your love life, I do have that someone around you is like, oh my gosh, you amaze me. Or you're enamored with somebody else. So this is great. This could be something new. It could be reigniting in a current relationship. It could just also mean reigniting within yourself, saying, you know what? Looking in the mirror and saying, I love you. I love you so much. I love my inner child. I love me so much. Try it this week, Aries. I think it's going to really bring you back into that space and honoring the sacred space of your soul for you, your ancestors, and your spirit guides and the universe and the angels, everything. So I hope that makes sense, Aries. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you'll have to go back and listen to the Sagittarius reading. All right, let's see who's next. Can anyone guess who's next? Why don't you guys in the chat just see if you can guess the next sign? I would love to see this because that'd be funny if you guys pick one and then I end up picking it out of the cup. And there's no way I can like rig this. Okay. So, okay, we've got Capricorn. All right. Zeke, what are you going to pick? Maybe so, maybe not. Okay. Let's see, Tammy, if I got the Capricorn. All right. Yeah, Sun in Leo, Moon in Aries. That's right. What's your sun sign, though? So next we have Taurus. Okay, so Tammy, you're very close. It is an earth sign. So there you go. All right, so Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what's on the docket for you this week. We have the windward. So getting into the windward, like stepping up the pace, right? You know, really just Uranus just moved into Taurus. So I bet you can start feeling a little bit more of that fresh energy of moving things forward. And it's time to be a storm chaser and not like, you know, be a cockroach hiding from the storm, right? You need to get out there and be a storm chaser and make things happen. You have to, you know, I love Taurus, and wherever it is in your chart, it typically is more of a grounded, slower paced, depending on what planets are there. For instance, I have Jupiter in Taurus, so that's not the case for me. But because it's expansive and moving and like, let's go. On the good end of Jupiter, on the opposite, you have to recognize both sides of the planet, that it could actually hold me back, right? So it just depends, getting stuck in the mud. But anyway, so Taurus, it's time for you to start taking action this week. What else do you need to know? Ooh, so there's some mental conflict going on. I recommend, you know, this card indicates it's kind of like compounding thoughts. And we were talking about this on Tuesday in our show with The Nervous System is Talking to You. And we were talking about how when you have a feeling come up that you might get angry. But then when you're angry, then later on you get sad because you feel that you got angry. So now you have two emotions, right? It's compounding. And then you feel guilty for being angry and sad because you can't figure out why you're sad. So now you have three things compounding, right? So it's peeling back the layers. This to me is peeling back the onion, okay? Peeling back the onion, going back to the original thought that is bringing you into a decision-making or something that's going to make you question what action you're taking, and get to that and heal that within yourself and move things forward. It's time to move on, Taurus. It's time to move away from things that are upsetting you and having you have multiple compounding emotions, right? All right, so let's see what's in store for your love life, Taurus. That's right. Aye. Okay, so we have, so in love, there's someone who wants to put their arms around you, wrap their arms around you, get to know you, and if you're in a relationship, hold you close, make you feel good and comforted. Maybe you need some comforting. And, you know, Taurus is really good in the comfort department with like food and luxury and creature comforts. So maybe getting in, you know, igniting that in more of your passion in your romantic life. And if you don't have anyone romantic, that's okay too. Do it for yourself. Remember, look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, and I honor my inner child, and I love myself. That is like the most important thing to being authentic and doors flying open, is loving yourself and self-acceptance, right? All right. Oh, I love it. You guys are jiving in there in the chat. That's awesome. I love the synergies. That's so cool. All right. So let's see who's next. Gemini. All right, Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. How are my little talkative Geminis? All right, let's see what's going on for Gemini. All right, we have smooth sailing. So whatever you're working on this week, you may have come out of a storm, but you are definitely in smooth sailing. Things are just moving forward effortlessly. The universe is delivering. You're manifesting because you're going with the flow and going where the wind's taking you, okay? That is beautiful energy, Gemini. In addition, we have, accelerated motion. So that's awesome. So things are moving fast and furious for you. I love that. And it's smooth ride. So whatever you prayed about, whatever you manifested, it is going in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. And I love that for you so much. All right, let's see what's going on in your love life, Gemini. Ooh, you have a soul level bond that you're developing or manifesting or enhancing, wherever you just take it how it resonates, because this is a general reading, right? But do know that whatever you are putting your intentions to, they're pure, because that's what's creating that soul level bond, attraction coming back to you, because you become what you attract. You have to become what you want in life and what you want in a relationship. And that doesn't always work, because some relationships are karmic and they're meant to teach you lessons and show you that you have to open up or be vulnerable or something like that. But so it just depends, right? And you can get a reading with me too. We can dive into that. But in general, there's a soul level bond around you that I think you can feel. Okay. All right. Oh, I knew it. I had a feeling. I'm surrounded by Scorpios and Scorpio risings. All right. So next we have Libra, sun, moon, or rising. How is it going for you? Let's see what your messages are. Remember, these are timeless whenever you see this video, because nothing is a coincidence. Okay. So I had two cards that popped out, and I have to honor them both. So first it's take the helm. So it's time for you to take control of things and start being a leader. Step into your leadership skills, because you need to move things forward. Maybe you've been sitting on something. You have been being wishy-washy, like Sagittarius this week. Go listen to the Sagittarius. It's time for you to move things forward with accelerated motion, okay? When you do that, you're going to have a tasty breeze. So tasty breeze to me is the most favorable wind when you're sailing. It's beautiful. It's literally like 90 degrees, and it depends where you are. I used to sail in the Great Lakes, and now I sail in the Atlantic. But it depends on the wind direction. But when it's flat as a pancake and you're just cruising along, doing about 10 to 12 knots, and you have music and some reggae playing, whatever gets you in that feeling, that's the tasty breeze. And you're like, wow, that's awesome. So you have to take the helm to get this tasty breeze. Otherwise, it's going to pass you by and you're going to miss your chance. So do not miss your chance this week, Libra, okay? All right. We also have triumphant success. So yes, you've got to take action and cut through the air like a hot knife on butter. Okay, you've got to do it. Take action, cut through the BS, move things forward. It is time for you to be successful, and it will happen. I feel like you're going to have some really great news coming in through a phone call this week or through an email, but more so like talking. So let me know what that is in the chat when you get it, because I would like to know. All right, and good luck. You deserve it. All right, in your love life, let's see, Libra. We have, dolphin energy. Oh, I love dolphin energy. This is the most pure, authentic energy that I love to work with. And so I can't say that it's the only authentic energy, but it's basically, using your spidey sense, your sonar, tapping into the galactic, to all the information from your ancestors, your spirit guides, and your angels. What are they trying to tell you? Asking them, what's going on in your love life, because you are attracting that back. You're attracting that beautiful, beautiful dolphin energy that's going to take you places. I love that. Woo! Okay, let's see. Oh, I love lemon water. I was going to do peppermint water, but I changed my mind at the last minute. I wish I would have done peppermint water, but that's all right. Okay, so let's see who's next. Yes, I love it, Zeke. The tone check. Yeah. Again, dropping golden nuggets from the Your Nervous System is Talking podcast that we did on my channel on Tuesday. The tone check is waiting until you have a chance to sleep on it before you make any decisions. And now we have Capricorn. So Tammy, you're right, obviously. Capricorn. All right, so Capricorn. Yeah. Okay, what do Capricorns need to know right now? Ooh, Capricorn. So I got the Sandy Toes card. So this is literally just putting your feet in the sand and just relaxing, letting your hair down, having some fun, let yourself get out in nature and feel the earth. Take your shoes off and get some grounding energy. I'm really feeling this is very important. Okay, this is very important. Nah, you're always on time. All right, so you also have patience and planning. So this is part of the collective reading. So you really need to tune into the collective reading as well, but this is definitely coming in for you a little bit more, Capricorn, okay? It's time for you to get serious between now and the end of the year. Make your monthly plan, execute it. And you know what? You're the goat that climbs up the mountains like sideways, basically, licking salt. So you've got the tenacity and the gumption in you. I know you do. So this is just probably a friendly reminder, because every Capricorn I know is pretty organized. And if they're not, then they have a different combination for, I wouldn't even know what combination they'd have for their big three, their sun, moon, or rising. So get to it, Capricorn. All right, let's see what's going on in your love life. Woo! I love when cards just slip right out on the deck. So someone's clear about their feelings for you, or you could be clear about someone and you know how you feel. So it's time to communicate that. And I feel like this is going to be very evident this week, where you'll start to make changes, reach out with that communication that you need to make, say what you need to say, and just open up the lines of communication, and it will all start to flow for you. I really feel like that's what's going to happen. Okay, so you're surrounded by Capricorns too. I love it. Okay, let's see who's next. All right, Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. What's going on, Virgos? How are you doing this week? Have you cleaned your house this week? If you know, you know. All right, so let's see what Virgos need to know this week. You have the Windward card. Time to take action. Go to where the action is. The windward side of the island is where the wind is coming and it's getting blasted in your face. The leeward side of the island is where you're protected from the wind and you don't feel it. So you need to get out in front. Get out in front of things. Get into your leadership skills. Whatever this means for you, you need to start taking action and start being the captain of your ship, okay? You can't deny it anymore. You have to start moving forward on a project or something you have going on, whether it could be like a project in your home or a very detailed Excel file you need to work on and turn into your manager. Let me know. So I do see material harvest, of course, Virgos, very meticulous in everything. So this is fantastic. This is saying everything that you have been focusing on with that pure white light is going to bring you material harvest. Shining your light out in the world, you will be taken care of by the universe. And actually, if my friend Haley that was on my show, she's a Virgo, I'm going to tell her she needs to come listen to this, because this is exactly saying that the effort that you're putting in with your leadership skills is going to bring you material harvest. I think that is so awesome. That is so awesome. All right, let's see what's going on in Virgo's love life this week. Let's see. Pinch me, I'm dreaming. So things can be moving forward where you're taking steps and things are starting evolving more. Or you've met somebody and you're like, wait a minute, I just manifested what I've been trying to manifest in a relationship. So this is saying everything that you have been visualizing is not too good to be true. Don't wait for the other shoe to drop. It is happening exactly how it's supposed to. It's happening for you, for lessons, for beautiful lessons. So being open and expansive is going to just do everything for you and benefit you the most. All right, Virgo, love and light. Okay. Let's see what's going on next with Scorpio. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. All right, what do Scorpios need to know this week? Let's see. Okay, sundowner. So let your hair down. Make a cocktail. Go look at the beautiful, beautiful sunset with all the different colors, the violets, the pinks, the oranges. And if you don't need a cocktail, do your favorite beverage. I've recently got into those poppy sodas. They're really great. Actually, maybe I'll have one next week for my happy hour. That's what I'm gonna do. It's really great. And it's just caffeine, probiotic or prebiotics. It's great. So yes, it's basically saying get out, have some fun, enjoy yourself, do something that's going to make you feel like dancing, getting out there, moving that energy around. Okay. All right, Scorpio, let's see what else you need to know. Sacrifice. So this is great. Interesting how I said you need to get out and do something that's going to make you move the energy. See how she's in this muddy water, but she's reaching up with her prayer hands to the sky, and she knows that she is destined for something, and it's just going to lift her vibe up. That's the message I'm getting for you, Scorpio, this week. I'm getting the message that you really need to get out and stop being so serious, get out of your head and out of the depths of the water, because some of those waters, they run deep. They're very still in the surface, but they run deep. And you want to make sure if you're doing it, at least like if you're going to be in your hidey hole this week, at least do it in a sea note or a blue hole where you can discover things, in the ocean, not in a dark cave. Okay, Scorpio, I love you so much. All right, let's see what's going on in your love life. Okay. There's an ocean between us. So this is indicating that there could be some distance in your relationship or in what you want in relationships. So it's time to bridge the gap. How do you bring that together? How do you lead with curiosity to pull this together, right? This could be figuratively. Obviously, if it's real, well, then maybe you're in the US and they're in France, Okay. Well, so how are you going to bridge the gap? What's the plan for the next 6 months that you're going to do to bridge the gap within yourself to attract what you want, or with someone that you're feeling distant with? Like, how are you going to bridge that gap to bring each other closer? Okay. Yes. And use some dolphin energy with that. 100%. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So let's see who's next. All right, Pisces, my little fishies, Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. What's going on? Let's see. Awesome. All right, so Pisces, let's see what you need to know for this week. You also have the tasty breeze. So this is the most beautiful weather you can imagine. When I'm sailing and we're sailing on the boat, it's like the perfect night on the water. Or if you're at the beach or on a lake or even outside and just the wind's picked up, it's nice and warm. You can smell all the flowers. You can just hear the trees talking, tuning into nature, Pisces. I think that's going to be really important for you this week. And just know that everything is turning out in your favor. So it's going to move things forward for you. And if you're worried about a situation, it's going to go over swimmingly. Okay. Let's see what else we need to know. All right. So destiny. So yes, this is part of your destiny. Okay. This week is tuning into where do you want to see yourself in 7 months, okay, or in 10 months. And let's see, okay, there's a 10 on the card. Let's say check-in point for you is October. Are you where you said you were going to be? But see, since there's 7 versions of this maiden here with this intention and the fire light burning through her, going through her chakras, keeping her aligned, I would say that you would need to focus in on, like, this is going to be where you want to be in January, right? That's in December, beginning of January. That's literally like 7 months away. Okay. So that's what's going to keep you on your path, keep you organized. Use some of that Capricorn energy wherever it is in your chart. Get organized and know that everything is turning out in your favor. Okay. The wheel of destiny is turning in your favor. So make sure you use the energy wisely. Okay. You don't want to miss it and then be at the bottom of it and then wait for you to come back up, because what comes up must come down, right? And then what goes down must come up. So you're at the top, or you're getting the momentum. So use that energy with that beautiful breeze. Whatever the trees are telling you, go talk to a tree, tell your tree your problems. It will transmute the energy for you into the earth. Mother Earth is so wonderful and beautiful and powerful. Okay, let's see what's in store for your love life this week, Pisces. Okay, so my walls are down. So someone around you is letting their walls down, or you're starting to let your walls down of letting love in, right? Becoming closer, becoming vulnerable. That's what a beautiful, spiritual, beautiful, wonderful romantic relationship is being vulnerable and letting yourself feel and be scared and expand into that space and feel safe in that sacred space. So whatever this means for you, you have to let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to see where this is applying for in your personal life. Or you don't have to write personal things, but you can give me hints. I just want to make sure, I'm curious to see what walls are coming down, because, Pisces are very deep. So it depends on the sign. So hopefully I don't sneeze. Yes, thank you. All right, so we have one sign left. All right, I'm going to give everybody in the chat one shot on what sign is left. So can you guess? I can't wait to see this. I'll give you a little bit of time while you do that. I will, what do I want to do? I'll have a drink of my spiritual happy hour cocktail. Yes, you're right. Sorry, Zeke, you didn't chime in fast enough. Yes, Aquarius is next. Last but not least, Aquarius. Okay, don't worry your little fancy pants. It's fine. It's all going to be fine. Okay, let's see. All right, what do Aquarius need to know right now? Okay, blue hole. Oh my gosh, so I just said that. Pardon me, my nose is itching. Does that mean that someone's talking about me? I don't know. Good. You know what? More abundance for me. If you know, if you're into any kind of like warding your name, people talk bad about you. It's just puts more money in your bank account. Anyway, Aquarius, the blue hole. This is the magic. I don't know how many blue holes there are in the world, but it's a bottomless, beautiful hole in the ocean where you can snorkel, scuba dive, and there's tons of stuff in there. And at the bottom of that, there's things that probably will never be discovered. But this is getting into that exploration, that idea of, okay, I need to move things forward. It's time to put myself in situations where I can expand and discover more so you don't become stagnant and stale, okay? Let's see what else you need to know, Aquarius. Ooh, so there's a spiritual union that is around you and really warming your heart chakra and your solar plexus chakra and igniting that energy to basically have telepathy with someone around you or someone that you are with, or if you haven't met them yet, you're on the astral plane communicating with them in the 5D. A fun thing I like to do is if I wanted to talk to somebody, I ask my higher self to go talk to their higher self and I send the message and then I just let my higher self take care of it. It's pretty cool. You should try it. It's kind of, you can do it in anything, any situation. So it's fun. You should try it. I will absolutely. All right, let's see what's going on in your love life, Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. So someone around you is scared that you're going to leave or vice versa. So you need to reassure, re-stabilize this relationship or this partnership, whatever stage it's in, and really come to back to yourself and your home and your heart of what really matters. And if you're not in a relationship or any kind of stages, this is maybe you're too scared to love or let somebody in. So again, coming back into your confidence and knowing that you are whole no matter what, and no one's going to mess that up. The whole thing about relationships are supposed to be messy. They're supposed to challenge you, and all those skills that you self-work that you've been putting in yourself, it's time to put it to the test. Otherwise, you can sit there and be a student your whole life. But when are you going to become a master at that and become a teacher, right? And you don't know until your feet are put to the fire, okay? So that's the message for the Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Woohoo! All right. So let's see. Okay. So I will I'll pull a card for everybody in the chat. Let me know if you'd like one. I don't want to just pull one if you're not into it, just out of respect for your soul. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you guys. I really was excited to come on tonight because it had been a while to do spiritual happy hour, like a couple weeks. And I just was like, things have changed already. I just feel totally different on my lives. It's great. So I can see the momentum happening. It's really cool. And I'm really happy that you guys are along with me because I can't do it without you. It's not as much fun. Okay, so Tammy, I know you want a card. Zeke, let me know if you want one. All right, Tammy, let's see. Also, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. We can have a quick chat too. And let me know. Okay. 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 So Tammy, all right, let's see what you need to know. I'm going to pull from the OG Ocean Goddess deck. Trim the sails, okay? So it's time for you to pick up any slack and just tighten it in. Just tighten that ship. You need to run a tight ship, whatever it is this week, okay? Trimming the sails when you're on a boat. If you don't trim them, then you're sitting there, your sails will start to flog, and then they become weak, and then they might shred, right? So you need to like man your ship and be like, very captain-like, okay? That is the card for you this week, Tammy. All right, Zeke, do you want a card? Do you want me to pull a card for you? I'm sure you'll come back and comment and be like, oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about now. So yeah, let me know. That's, yeah. All right. While I'm waiting to see if everyone else in the chat wants a card pulled for them, I will go ahead and do the final collective reading. And then If there's anyone else that wants a reading, let me know in the chat. Okay. The final. That's the last cocktail of the night. Just one more cocktail, right? The final. Okay. All right, let's see the final reading. Okay, ease the sheet. So opposite what I just told Tammy for her personal reading. Easing the sheet is things are too tight, too strict. You need to let some air. You need to ease a sheet so the air can naturally fill the sail on a sailboat so you can move forward, right? You're too rigid. Things are going to break. You need to let the wind kind of give it some, like, let your sails bellow, if that's the right word. So, it's really just saying, you're moving too fast. You need to pay attention. Otherwise you might trip and get hurt. Because the wind's so powerful right now, everything that's going on in your life coming at you super fast. You need to know how to handle your vessel and also be gentle with it. So easing the lines will let the wind dump out of the sails and slow you down a little bit so you can start moving forward as opposed to moving sideways. Okay. Yeah. In addition to that, and there's hope with all this. So just because you're not trying to speed from place to place doesn't mean that hope will be lost. In fact, it's going to be replenished this week for you. It's going to make you move things forward with ease and grace when you let go of resistance, right? We talked about that in the collective reading, letting go of resistance, going downstream and not trying to swim upstream and being resistant, okay? So that's the final reading for everyone. I'll just wait a few more minutes to see if there's anyone that is here that wants a complimentary card pull for them. And otherwise, I have a nice lineup happening with interviews. So if you know anybody who's in the spiritual space that wants to be interviewed, if they have any kind of healing or holistic practitioner, anything like that, let me know. Would love to talk to them and have them on the show. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you so much. Yes, always fun to see you. I really appreciate you so much. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up. Zeke, thanks so much for coming on again and the support on Tuesday for the show, for the nervous system show and tonight. And I will catch you all the next wave. All right. So love and light, everybody. Bye.